going to talk about something that, for lack of a better phrase, really grinds my gears, and it's race. I hate racism so much, and it's everywhere. And it's sad because it's 2011, and you think that'd be like an old trait, but it's not. Racism is alive and well, and it's everywhere. I'm from a small town in Picayune, Mississippi. In Picayune. I'm from a small town in southern Mississippi, and it's primarily white, I guess you could say, but there are black people there. Like, it's not just me and my family. But the white people are usually the majority there, and I'm not saying all of them are racist, but there are a few. Like, if you go to the wrong side of town or something, you may get like a strange look, or people will just say things like under their breath, or like sly comments about black people or something, and that really pisses me off, because like, we all live in the same town, we're all human, everyone has the same internal organs, and we all bleed blood if you cut us. We're all the same. The only thing that's different is our hair texture and the color of our skin. And with all of this stuff that's been going on recently with the Troy Davis execution, and when big events like this happen, you really start to see like what people really feel like on the inside, but they just let it out now. Like, a lot of people that I had on Facebook were posting like really rude statuses about like, oh, everybody in Georgia's so racist, they're only doing it because he's black, blah blah blah. I'm like, you don't know what happened in the trial. I'm not saying this to disrespect anybody or disrespect his family, but I'm just saying, I mean, you don't have anything to do with it. Who are you to say that they only executed him because he was black? I'm sure there are other people out there, other black people who've committed worse crimes, and they're walking around free. It just depends on where you live. I mean, that's another thing with the death penalty. Like, you can't, it's unfair for some people to get put to death for something, and then other people to just walk away free. Another thing that really pisses me off is black people being racist, and then they feel like that since there was slavery that they should just get away with it, and that's not true. Like, your ancestors were slaves, not you. You've lived life happy and free. You don't have, just because you're black, that doesn't mean that the world owes you something just because your ancestors went through that. No, it's not like that. And it really pisses me off. Like, black people like choose to separate themselves from the rest of the world. Like, black people are supposed to stick together or something, but that just makes it easier for people to be racist against us. Like, if you're just like, oh, black people do this and black people do that and blah blah blah, and then if a white person comes along and says it, then the person is quick to pull out the race card. It's not always the case. I mean, if you keep making it easy for people to be racist against you, then they will. And another thing that got brought up a lot when I went to high school was people always saying like, oh, you act white, you listen to rock, you hang with the goth kids, or blah blah blah. And acting white and acting black is stupid. It's ridiculous. I mean, if you want to accentuate your words and talk right and don't want to listen to rap music like everybody else, that doesn't mean you're acting white. That means that's part of your personality. The same thing with you're Asian and you like to listen to hip-hop. That doesn't mean you're acting black, because every black person doesn't like hip-hop. There could be a black person out there that hates hip-hop. I'm probably on the borderline of it, because the music that comes out now is garbage. But it's stupid. And there's this website out there called Media Takeout, and they're probably one of the most racist gossip sites I've ever seen. It's just like they make fun of every other race that's not white, and that's not black. If there's like a white girl on the page and they have to say a story about her, they just automatically call her a Becky. And I feel like if there was a white website that every time they had a story about a black girl, they call her Bonquisha, wouldn't everybody be up in arms? Then they go run to the NAACP and run and call Al Sharpton about, oh, everybody's been so racist. No, if you do it and you don't expect someone to do it back. If you do something, expect someone to do it back. Like, it works two ways. It's not fair for you to be able to say something and get away with it, but somebody else can't say it. Like, it's not fair for life to have double standards. I hate when people bring in the race factor about Obama just because he's black. The fact that he's black shouldn't have anything to do with his character or how he runs the country. I mean, if you don't feel like he's doing a good job, that's fine. Say Obama as a person is not doing a good job. Don't say that black man that's president is not doing a good job. Don't bring his race into it. He's just a person who just happens to be black and happens to be the president. That's pretty much it. I'm gonna cut this short. So,